Hey, Casey, remember that time where Jesus said he was an alien? Remember he told those dudes, I am not of this world, and you will not be going where I go? Like, that's kind of a dickish thing to say, eh? Hey, you're not coming with me because you ain't got your shit right, bud. I'm not from this place. This place is run by your father, the devil, and I don't appreciate it very much. But I guess I'm going to have to get sacrificed, and maybe that'll pay off at a future date. Who knows? Is he coming back, Case? How's he coming back, Case? From the clouds, right? Like all the prophets before Jesus, or even afterwards, right? Like Paul. So they all got incarnated as humans, but we're waiting for Jesus to come from the clouds. What if it is the iCloud? What if there's a Jesus out there trying to get out and he's going to bust out of the iCloud with swinging a sword, Casey? Anyways, Casey, I did hear that you went live last night. Like, I'm not a big stayer upper later. I'm usually up at 3:30, anywhere from 3:30 to about 7 o'clock, bud. So for me to stay up that late, I mean, if you would have tagged me earlier or gave me some sort of notice, I could have got myself ready for it, I guess. But when you kind of look at your comments and you're like, a little too late. But, Case, like, you still don't want to debate that the words of the Bible belong to God, right? We have to come to some sort of agreement that they come from men, right? Like, Case, if you look at it, like if you take an open mind and you think on it, all the information that we have comes from men. So we're kind of programmed, you know what I mean? So that's what I mean. We gotta watch what we believe. We gotta watch who we idolize, eh, bud? I'm watching Redacted with Clayton Morris. He's been on Fox before, other show. So he's like, I don't know, you'd have to give him a look, but they were talking, you know how I'm concerned about the sun, and Bill Gates and his buddy Klaus are like, that's, Casey, do you think that these chemtrails, do you think they're chemtrails? Do you think they're chemicals to already try and block out the sun, or what do you think that's? Because like I said, I've got videos, like my own personal ones. I've seen them on the old internet too. But these planes have these great big clouds coming out, and then all of a sudden there's no more cloud and the plane can just keep, it's like, why do you think they're doing that? They say that they can manipulate the weather. I mean, they did it in Vietnam and tried causing a flood or some stuff. I don't remember exactly what it was, Case, but they can manipulate the weather, eh? You know, with the suppression of the aliens and stuff like that. Do you think they'd suppress any information like that, buddy? Like, if you want, we can debate whether or not we should be standing up to fucking Bill Gates right now. Do you think fucking Bill Gates is doing any good for us, Casey? Do you think we could stand up as fucking human beings and say, hey, Bill Gates, fuck you in your pandemic book, and you're done manifesting, bitch. It's time for the good guys to take over. But that's tough, Case. That's tough. I know what I'm doing is seeding. I've been seeding for the last 3 years. I've been setting it up, setting the stage up for a big kabam. But these seeds, I gotta contact this guy. Like, honestly, Casey, I don't leave the house. Like, I don't even go in my car, man. I don't go anywhere, but I'm gonna be really honest right now. Like, I went to the pot store. This was probably like 2 weeks ago or something. And this is why I don't go anywhere, because I can't see things going on and not at least say something, you know what I mean? So I'm leaving, and as I go to leave, they got this nice little sticker on there. She's not just the rainbow one. She's with the blue and the pink and the brown and all the good stuff in there. So, of course, you know, me being me, Casey, thinking doing the right thing is better than sparing someone's feelings. So I told the woman, and there was a guy in there working too. I told the woman, I said, do you know what you got hanging in your doorway here? Maybe you could just look it up and see what these colors mean and see if you want it hanging in your doorway. To me, it's a bad look on you guys if you guys want to support that kind of stuff. But you guys do your own. So that was me being me, right? I thought I was doing the right thing. She was nice. She listened to me, and I didn't hear anything from the gentleman in the back. Well, I had to go do a refill yesterday, Case. And so I went to go get my stuff, and the guy goes, do you mind if I talk with you for a minute? And now, listen, Casey, you gotta understand, I'm not running around my town fucking saying I'm chosen. I only do this on YouTube, and I try and talk to my psychiatrist about it, but he doesn't want to hear anything about it. So, yeah, they'll arrest me, they'll put me in the hospital. That's, you know what I mean? Even though, like, all these other people say they're chosen. But anyways, let me get back to I'd planted the seed because I went into the store yesterday, and the fun young gentleman there asked me if he could talk to me, and he said, I just want you to know that when you mentioned that flag, I went and looked and I did my research on it, and I'd love nothing more than to take that down, but I can't. It's not up to me, and well, I got kids to feed, so you know what I mean, bro? And I was like, yeah, at least you know what it stands for, right? And then he starts, the kid was beautiful. Like, we talked for a while about some shit, man. Like, from Justin Bieber to Jesus, and he didn't even want me to leave. It was like weird. Usually I repel people, and don't worry, I didn't get into the chosen stuff. I just told him I had a supernatural experience, but that's what led to me thinking I was chosen. But then again, don't worry, Casey, I am of sound mind, and I do realize that the whole chosen thing might not be real. But isn't it worth it for us as human beings to fucking do what's right for the future, for the children? And, you know, wouldn't it be nice to be free ourselves? I know it's a scary thought to not look to somebody to run the show for you, tell you what to do, and like, Case, this could be a big opportunity for us. Dude, we could change everything. Like, here's the deal. I didn't always know I was chosen, and I always did the norm like you guys did, but in my head I was like, things don't make sense. Like little stupid things like the bank. I was like, why does somebody own the banks when it's already our money? And if we own the banks, then we'd be like making our own money. Like, this system doesn't make sense. But I was like, okay, I'm just a dumb little country hick, so there's got to be a reason for it. So I just kind of accepted it, Casey. But when you wake up, you start taking a look at the whole picture, dude. The whole picture. I get off topic all the time. But anyways, this kid, I had a great conversation with him. He actually, so much so that he gave me his card and said we should talk sometime. So I gotta watch what I say, though, especially to someone in town that fucking start running around saying I'm a fucking nut bar. But this kid actually listens, so who knows? Fuck. Maybe he believes in the 144,000. Maybe he wants to be part of the 144,000. I mean, just my personal opinion, Casey. You can think whatever you want. But in order to be with God, I think you have to be strong in the mind and strong in the heart. You got to have those two connected together. But it's all through the truth, Casey. No matter what the truth may be. If the truth offends you or hurts you, you should take her on the chin, accept it, and move on. But yeah, I planted that seed, and all of a sudden, just one little thing, trying to point something out. So my big mouth maybe worked to my advantage for once. But is it really a big mouth? Shouldn't we all do what we actually fucking stand up for what we believe in? Like, why is it so hard for people to believe in their kids? Casey. It's weird. Anyway, you picked the topic for a debate but dude, if you want to have her at 10 o'clock, at least give me a little advance notice. Maybe I could try and get an afternoon nap or something. Who knows, bud? We can get this figured out, and you guys can convince me that I'm not chosen, and I can stop all this nonsense. Y'all, you guys should all have a panel and convince me how your kids are okay with Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab coming their way. Like, look at those idiots. Add King Charles. Oh, man. Did you know that my prime minister... What do you think of this case? What do you think in this case, Casey? My prime minister and his wife are separated now. They waited a certain amount of time because now she has an NDA and she can't go down for anything that Justin has done, or she's scot-free. You know what I mean? She probably wants to get away from that fucking mental case. Don't get me wrong. But if Sophie thinks that she wrote an NDA and she knows what fucking fuckface is doing to the country, sweetheart, there's no NDA away from God. I'd fucking forget about that NDA and I'd fucking start spilling the beans on your husband and start repenting for yourself, knowing. Like, Casey, do you think God looks highly on people, like, just because they don't do something? Do you think he holds them responsible if they know and allow it and benefit off of it? But they think their hands are clean because they fucking didn't do it? I don't think that's the way God works, Casey. I think old Sophie's in trouble. I'd say a heavy repentance. I say she probably knows a lot about Justin. A lot. Like, it's coming out like these are just rumors that Justin's gay now. or they're propping him up to look or be gay so like he can be the first gay prime minister, because that'll get the sympathy votes. Or like, what is going on? And like, it's his actions too. He's a little fruity sometimes. He does poses with Barbie, and I mean, I think you can support. I don't fucking know, Casey. It's all whacked out, man. And if he is gay, just like Obama, man, like, you're supposed to fucking trust men that fucking hide who they are? Fuck those guys, man. They don't deserve fucking respect. They don't respect themselves to tell the fucking truth. Tell the people who they are. Oh, I was scared of the way people would react. Well, then you're not really being you, and therefore you shouldn't be running me. You know what I mean, Case? Anyways. Do you want to have that debate about Bill or Klaus or about the sun? I'm really concerned about I think it has, like, if I had to be honest, the sun definitely has something to do with creation. So I think that's why they're trying to fuck with it. But we're in a boiling something or other right now. Like, what do you think? Anybody want to debate climate change? Or do you think the shit that's being sprayed up in the air, that, you know, there's more respiratory issues now than there ever have been? Do you think that maybe correlates, Casey? Or did you get the shot? Like they say, like, you can get some stuff from that, you know, that might be causing some breathing issues. I know, like, see, I don't know. I smoke too much, so... and I'm in horrible shape, like I said. I don't really go away and do anything. I mean, I walk through these trails, and it's kind of sad, because, like, you being a Christian man, could you, like, believe that a preacher would lie to you and tell you not to go to the church to fucking seek God? Can you believe that, Casey? Like... you see how, like, even a preacher is just willing to lie about the stupidest things, and then they expect to be going up with God, like, and they don't even realize that their lies are hurting people. Like, he thinks he did the right thing by lying because he didn't want me back there, but he could have fucking told me that and been a man. But instead, you know what I mean, Case? There's no men these days. Like, would you want that preacher leading you, Casey? And that man's sitting at a fucking pulpit telling people what to fucking do. And he's a liar. Like, Casey, do you understand why this world makes no sense to me, dude? It makes no sense. It's pretty twisted, bud. But anyways, I gotta go take the dog for a walk. I just came out. I needed to get smoked, so I went to the store, and I wanted to do a video. I wish you guys would, like, tag me and let me know and stuff like that. Like, you guys are really strange, because, like, I tag Rocco when I talk shit about him, but Rocco doesn't tag me when he talks shit about me, but ask me to fucking untag him when I talk shit about, like, doesn't he want to know what I'm saying about, like, if you want to say something to me, fucking at least tag me in it. And you want me to think that these people are smart, Casey, and you want me to not say anything. Like, doesn't that seem weird to you? Anyways, over and out, Case. Anybody wants to debate, you can bring Psychobabble in, whoever. Psychobabble seems kind of smart, but here's the problem with smart, is you get smacked with the truth a lot too, because I think Gotcha Man got him, but I could be wrong.